Blog Talk Radio.
Well, good day, everyone, beloved gods and goddesses. Now, before we start, this is the time when we do our worldwide healing boost for humanity and for Terra Christa. So here we go. If you've got your headbands on, that's great. So, Zaraya, you're with me? Let me go ahead. Okay, got Zaraya here. So everybody just rub your hands together. Walk over there by your outside, over by a window, wherever you are. If you're sitting, you're sitting. And here we go. This is for humanity and our world. So they're healing en masse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, receive. Kind of begin to feel the flow of the energy going through your hands as it reaches out to all the trees, all the creatures, etc., all of humanity, all of Terra Christa. And we say, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, receive. From the gods and goddesses that we are perfect health, perfect oneness, perfect peace, perfect love, pure, perfect love. We are abundance, prosperity. We are complete, and we know it. And it is done. Leave your hands out there and just begin to feel, for many of you, your hands could be pulsating and vibrating. Some of you could feel the warmth. Some of you can just feel that energy spreading out. Feel it in your body. You're just sending perfect love, pure, divine love to all. Nice deep breath in. And release. Release. This is a love boost project. As a reminder, this is what we do every single day at 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 o'clock Eastern, and wherever else you are at as far as time zone, out in the Far East, in the UK, in Australia. This is for our world. This is how we help to heal. And you are all gods and goddesses. We are. And we can do this. We can turn anything around. Okay. Thank you. All right. Let me go ahead and bring Zaraya in. Zaraya, you can unmute yourself. I think you're muted. Check it again.
Oh, I guess it is on.
So first of all, you wanted to say hi? Okay. Okay. You're on, we can hear the echo. So just say hi to everybody when you...
Hello, everyone. I'm walking in the other room here. Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing out there? Well, we've been... allowing Diane Robbins to read excerpts from her books, but she's feeling under the weather right now, so I'm going to take her place here. So I'm going to read a section of one of her books. Yes?
Yes. I think we had agreed that we were going to do a meditation first.
Oh, okay, fine. Let's do that first. Let's do the invocation. Of course.
Let's do
Why
that
not?
first. Our invocation.
Okay, I'll just shut
Saint
up.
Germain. I'm gonna put you. I will. You don't put yourself on mute. I will do that for you. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right, everyone. Just go back to your feet. Find yourself someplace that's comfortable, and let's go ahead and start our breathing. Well, let's do about 3 of these breaths, and just breathe in through your nose. And hold. And then release slowly. And letting go all the way down. Breathe in again. Hold. And release. Slowly unwinding, letting go, relaxing all your muscles, relaxing and letting go of all pain and worries. Let's do it again. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. And breathe slowly out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. In. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let go. Nice and slow. And then just breathe naturally. As you do this, you can feel your bodies just letting go and relaxing completely. This is how to start your meditations, is to be able to quiet the mind, quiet the body. We will now do our invocation of love, of light, of forgiveness. With Saint Germain. Here we go. And because we are the collective and that we are one, we will say, we are my I am presence. We breathe light and love into our heart centers. We are temples of love. We call forth the full power of the violet flame of love and forgiveness to transmute all of the causes, core effects, habits, records, and memories of every thought, feeling, word, or action we have ever expressed in any time frame or dimension, known or unknown, that reflects anything associated with things such as poverty consciousness, victimhood, separation, powerlessness, low vitality, low energy, suffering, ill health, whatever that is, disease, whatever that is, misuse of male or female energy, misuse of power, self-hatred, shame, belief in being bad, belief in not being good enough, fear, rage, blame, hatred, negative judgment and prejudice of any kind, attachment to people doing things my way, or lack and limitation of any kind. With love and forgiveness as my intention, we blaze the violet flame and see and feel the violet flame within your hearts, blazing through every atomic and subatomic particle and wave of precious life energy that has our signature on it in any place and time that reflects anything less than the infinite perfection of my goddess or God self. Close your eyes if you haven't done so, and see the violet flame blazing forth throughout, from your heart all the way up, through to your head, all the way down to your toes, all the way out through your different bodies and auric bodies, field, removing all obstacles, anything that is of lower density. I trust my God and Goddess self to transmute every speck of my being into the highest love and light and health and abundance at every level of my being. We ask our I Am Presence to fill this space with a golden white light of Source's infinite love and light and health and great abundance. In the name of my God and Goddess self, I accept this as fully accomplished. We accept this as fully accomplished. And we know it. And so it is. And just breathe in the divine goddess and beings that we are. As we lift ourselves up into our full fifth dimensional beings that we are. This is who we are. We are this. We are. And so be it. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. All right. How wonderful was that? Now we are ready for our show. Beloved Zaraya? Oh, here we go.
Okay, everybody.
Beloved
Now that
Zorra,
I've been
here
unmuted.
you are. Okay, very
Here
good.
I am.
Thank you. All right.
Okay, now I'll read. Okay. The book I want to be reading from is called Tree Talk by Diane Robbins. And the name of the section I'm reading is called We Trees Stand in Our Divinity. There are a lot of people who take advantage of trees. You always think, well, I mean, what are they for? You know, are they for building houses? Maybe. But also, they happen to be a portion or a part of our population. Trees are people too, but they're in a different phase of life. So it says, I am your tree. Thank you for sitting under my wings. Thank you for napping within my embrace. I too can fly. Although my trunk remains dug in, my consciousness soars to other places and even to other star systems. We, the trees, are very evolved also, just incarnated in a different stationary form to oversee the land. This is why we have height, so we can see far and wide over the countryside. We know what is happening around you every moment. Even though you are moving around, you are not able to perceive the movement around you, as you have dulled your senses and perceptions through pollution and doubt. You have not claimed your divinity, and this prevents you from recognizing all the varied life forms around you. We, the trees, stand in our divinity and mirror our divineness to you. If you could but see and feel our branches reaching out to you as you walk by. So stop for a moment. Take time from your hectic pace and touch us, hold us, sit under us, and we will respond by invigorating and rejuvenating you with our energy. For supply is endless, and our love for you is endless. I am your tree, and you are me. This is my tree. Oh, this is what Diane, a little excerpt from Diane. This is my tree in my backyard who channels to me. And when I sit under her branches, she becomes an extension of me and is my antenna to the stars. I am your tree. Thank you for being here with me, as I am ever here for you. I wait patiently outdoors beside your window, waiting for you to acknowledge and think of me. Your time under my boughs is very precious to me, for it gives me the time to commune directly with you as your body is within and my range of frequency. Your proximity is within the immediate location, my immediate location. We are both old souls from the past, here again to bring in and anchor light from our Father's abode on high. We serve together again, as we did in our past incarnations, to continue to give light to humanity's developing souls, so they may cease wars and begin to live in peace that was meant to be. We, the trees, here in service to the galactic command, too. Only we are the ground crew who have dug in and live in our dugouts, so to speak, while doing the same job you and having the same assignment as you, who walk on the foot and travel on the land. It's just that our physicality is stationed in one spot. while our leaves blow higher hither and yon in the wind, and our scent and voices travel far inland. For we communicate with all life on the surface and below the surface, just as you do. Our boughs reach through the many dimensions as we stand to guard the earth. And we are privy to information coming in all different wave bands also. Our auras are vast and connect us to one another across space. And we span Earth's globe and hold her tightly within our auric arms of green and gold. We bless the earth, for she has given us life. Life to reveal our innermost natures and life to express ourselves in so many ways, and myriad ways and forms. For as you walk, we talk. Our voices ever follow your footsteps, guiding you on your path through nature's innermost realms, where you can play and experience the magic of our species, albeit in different form. When you are with us, you are also with the diva spirits who are stewards of your yard. They too wish to correspond with you, but that is another day.
Beautiful.
There you go.
Thank you so much, Zorra.
Oh, you're welcome. Absolutely.
And what would be your message for everyone for today?
Don't give up the ship. You got to put humor into the situation that we're in. But, also, you also have to, take in your, and use common sense whenever you go out and you want to, shop in a store or, a grocery store and buy food for your family. Take mind to others around you. And as a precaution, just go ahead and wear those get face masks, whether it be a homemade one or one that you had bought from a pharmacy. That should protect you from catching anything from anybody else as well. So it's not just you being protected from them, from other people, or them being protected from you. It's a win-win situation when you wear one of those surgical mask things. I went out yesterday and I wore one. Of course, they aren't letting people into Costco without them, so people are getting upset because they can't go in and shop because they don't have a mask. You can make your own, or you can buy them, whichever, on eBay or Amazon. But for your own safety and your own precautions, play their game and wear the mask. But otherwise, it may not let you in the shop. Just follow their little game and make them happy, and you'll be happy, and you won't be in a situation where you have a confrontation with authorities and stuff like that. So, but anyway,
okay.
Like I said, don't give up the shit, people. Don't resign yourself to thinking that you're going to get the virus. I can assure you, if you have been taking the liquid gold, you have no thoughts, no worries at all of even contracting the virus. Period. So, in the liquid gold, of course,
could I add to that?
One of the wonderful products. Yes, you may. Go right ahead. I'm running out of things to say.
Maybe you'll think of something else. I just wanted to remind people, when you are in a high frequency, which you are presently, when you meditate and you can just quiet your mind and you can meditate and understand and know, that you are fifth dimensional beings. anything that's of a lower vibrational frequency cannot penetrate that shield that you have. So the other part of it too is for many of us, we're healthy anyways. So there is no fear.
True.
You know, the fear
that's
on planet is part of them, is really all of the masses that are still asleep. I will talk a little bit more about that probably as we talk during our Q&A. Just to know that, yes, we do have to play the game, you know, as we have always done so already. In this movie, because it is a movie, this is all an illusion. And it's an illusion whereby we all learn our lessons. We all learn and elevate ourselves through the lessons of being here on Terra Christa. So with that being said, you know, we have a special guest today. We'll be bringing him in about a half an hour. But before that, I know that everyone wants to be able to talk with Zorra or hear from Zorra what he has to say about what is happening now, etc. So, Zaraya, we love you, but could you please bring Zorra through for us? We shall talk with you later.
Oh, fine. I guess let me get myself situated.
You are. We love you. Thank you so much for having Zorra come through you.
I had to blow my nose. Anyway, but...
Go ahead and put yourself on mute before you do that.
Oh, I already did. I already blew my nose. I did it while you were talking.
Oh, all right. Okay.
So, anyway, so I'm going to be quiet now and allow my father to come through and give his little speech or little exhortation here.
What a blessing we have that we have Billy and Zorra to come and speak with us. It helps to bring balance.
Gods and goddesses. And
hello,
how
Zorra.
Are you this day? Wonderful. How are you doing, Quasar?
I'm good, and we're so happy that you are here with us today. I know you have probably a few messages, so I'll let you go ahead and take over.
Indeed. Well, as you're all aware, your nation or the United States or even the world is under a situation that has been perpetrated upon you by government, starting out with the Chinese government, their secret government, which developed the virus in the first place. And and of course it was not to be, the initial plan was not to use it at all unless certain events took place, and such as a war between the United States and China, which will never happen. But anyway, so that was the initial development of this virus. It was not to be released. However, because of greed of certain individual and other individuals wanting to what is called under the false assumption that the world could only support a certain amount of beings, they took it upon themselves to try and rid the world of certain of the population, to bring down the numbers so they would be comfortable in their understanding of how many the peoples that the earth could support. So that was their plan, and that was what was known as the cabal, and they were trying to initiate that. And they also wanted to be able to do what is termed as be in control of you. So in a sense, at a certain presently at a certain point, you are somewhat confined in your abodes, in your hovels. However, that is going to be short-lived. And so that the virus is already on the decline in China and in Europe and in Italy, of course. That was a major outbreak there in Rome. And but all of that is all winding down. They now have what you call empty hospital beds in Rome, so they're not overflowing with patients. And the virus is losing ground day by day. So keep heart and keep yourself safe by following their game rules until this has been eradicated, which is in the process of being so. But also understand, when they come out, they're going to be coming out with what is called a vaccine. And the vaccine is not a vaccine. It will actually give you the virus. So do not take it. Do not allow them to give it to you, even under mandatory inoculation. It is not a good thing. Understand, the inoculation has the virus in it. Why would you want to take an inoculation that's going to give you the virus? That is ridiculous thinking. Anyway, you still have the right as a human soul to say no. And what can they do with you? You refuse to have the vaccination? Fine. So you're quarantined in your house. Big deal. Understand, you have the right to say no. And my advice to you is say no, because you don't want to be given the virus. And the inoculation or the vaccination that they're going to come up with, a so-called cure of the virus. And I can assure you, your immune system is the only cure you need. Your immune system you need to fortify. Once you have fortified your immune system, the virus has no ground to attack you. If your immune system is low, then it has a chance to get a foothold on you. But by taking the liquid gold RX, that will eliminate that possibility. So you want to, by what you call rules and regulations by what is called, the company put on the distributors, which is called compliance. I am not allowed to give you the C word, but I will tell you, it is the answer to the virus. That's all I need to have to say. It is the answer.
Now,
it will enable your body. It will enable your body to fortify its immune system. And what did I say? The immune system, once it is fortified and raised to a high level, then you have no chance of contracting the virus. So,
hey, Zorra?
Enough said for that.
I just wanted to, Zorra, can I just
yes, you may
intercede for a second here?
You may do so at your leisure.
I just wanted to add as well.
And you're not understand. Well, let me explain something right quite to the people. Quasar is not interrupting me. She is adding to what I have said. So don't get that mixed up in your heads. She is not what you call, putting me off. She's just adding to it. Okay.
We can't put you off. We can't put you off, Zorra. Anyways, I just wanted to mention to people also that some of you already have, you don't have the liquid gold. However, you may be either taking the Rain International products like Soul, or you might have even the Limbic Arc. Those two, the Limbic Arc, remember, is also quantum. The liquid gold RX is quantum. Limbic Arc is the most amazing energy, quantum energy that goes directly into your field also to increase your immune system. So it enhances your immune system as well. I think one of the difficulties with people is that, well, it's just energy. And so I think I'd rather prefer something that I could drink, or, you know, there's some substance to it that you could touch or taste or whatever. So that's part of the understanding that you think that you're purely physical, which you are not. You are very attracted. We are all quantum beings. So therefore, anything that is of a quantum, anything of nature that is quantum is absolutely something that your bodies, that your whole energy system is, is affiliated with and really can bring into your system for your healing. So please don't think that that's any less less strong or potent as the liquid gold. So you have alternatives. The Soul from Rain International also is an amazing, amazing product because that also goes directly into your bloodstream to help to remove toxins as well and to build your circulatory system, your blood system. So you've got some options here, everyone. So the other thing too, of course, is some of the products also from Fulmina that Jared talks about. So you have at your disposal many products. For right now, we do feel that the Liquid Gold RX, however, is something that people can actually taste and know and feel the difference as far as their bodies, because it is moving into their circulatory system to help them to heal. So, all right. So that's for the coronavirus. So my questions for you is probably two things before we bring in our guests, and then we'll do Q&A. So one, people are still, if you could please address the GCR and the RV. And, many times we've heard you say, oh, it is imminent, it is here, we know it's under the divine plan, it's going to be done this month or that month and the month before, et cetera, et cetera. And I think, with your vision, Zorra, tell us at this point, because you can only foresee what the collective has kind of moved into to where the obstacles come into play. So just tell us from your point of view information about the RVGCR and the politics that move along with it. So we know where we are, where we sit with all of that.
Well, understand that before the corona breakout situation, everything was slated to go at that point. I mean, globally. And this put a bit of a damper because of the situation. It has not stopped it, but it has slowed it down. But it has not eliminated it, and it cannot eliminate it. So understand, as the virus is winding down in other countries, in Italy and in England and in France and areas, and then the things are getting back to what you call the norm as far as finances. So understand businesses are beginning to open up in Italy and also in Europe, and open back up, I should say, and the fear is losing ground rapidly. And the only area who has what you call more fear presently is, unfortunately, the United States. But that is the media. And understand, all media, I'm not saying all media is bad, I'm just saying be selective when you listen to the media. And also understand, with your own understanding, that you as a whole can change the media, can change the outcome of what's going on.
You are not what you call limited beings. You are unlimited beings, endless beings. Every one of you are gods and goddesses. Why aren't you acting like it? Why? Because you listen to the fearmongers. You listen to the propaganda. You listen to the what you call all negativity, and you accept that. And when you do that, by the law of attraction, what do you get? What you have. So turn it around, people. Stop thinking coronavirus. Start thinking 5D understanding. You are fifth-dimensional beings. You are not 3D anymore. Period. End of story on that. But remember, the RV has not stopped. It is still in process. It has just been slowed due to the situation, the global situation. But understand, the media have been told to report certain things in a certain way. And because of that, you are hearing all negativity and very little positivity. So until that turns around, my suggestion to you is turn off the boob tube. What you call the TV. And just go and meditate instead of listening to the media. Just meditate. You'll be a lot better off anyway. So understand that the politics behind the RV has not stopped. It will continue until it breaks free. And it is in the process of doing so. But understand, this corona issue has just slowed it down. Hasn't stopped it. It just slowed it down. So stop with your fear. Get rid of that. Take all that fear and throw it out the window. Understand, people, stop falling and prey to your fear. And as I said before, you are not your body. Your body is a simple vessel that is housing your essence, your soul, your, what you call your creativity. Your body is a vessel. That is all it is, to house your soul. You have no reason to fear the virus. Those who have ascended were what you call, their contract was up. And it was time for them to move on. So what happened? They ascended. Either with their body or without it. But everyone ascends. No one dies. That is what is the term? Misnomer? What do you call that? Anyway, having to play on words. But anyway.
It's a no thing anyway.
Just remember. Was what?
It's a no thing.
A no thing, absolutely. It's a no thing. So stop playing into the fear. Turn off your TVs when it comes to news. Forget about it. Watch your favorite other programs. But leave the news to those that are interested in hearing it. But you simply, when it comes time for your media reports and things of that nature, just disregard it and go meditate. You feel better and you'll be better for it.
Hey, Zorra?
Yes, you may add something if you wish.
So, besides meditating and just accepting what is in this, what is happening now, part of turning it around, obviously, is to switch your thinking to something positive, to think positive,
Absolutely.
and to do things that are positive now for yourself and for other people around you.
Absolutely.
So what do you suggest for that, Zorra?
Well, I suggest this. As I have said before, you are all healers. Understand that? You know that. And you know it within yourselves. So, those who are able to do so, go out and heal those that are ill.
That could prove a problem right now, Zorra.
Well, I'm talking about the ones who are able. Did I not?
Okay. Yeah,
I didn't say everyone.
Right.
I
Right.
said go ones who are able and confident to do it, to go out and heal their fellow man.
They could do that energetically as well.
They can do it energetically, yes. We do that every morning, energetically. But you can do it. You start out with your immediate family. Then you go to your friends that you know. Find out how they are. Find out if they need anything. And if they do, help them. If they are lacking in something and you have ability to help them, like for the shut-ins, ones that are shut in, going out there and assist them. Step out on faith and help those less fortunate than you. I'm not saying to go out and do it this time. That's to put yourself in a state of a possibility of contracting the virus. I am saying to go out and assist in the healing of the nation, the healing of the world. Do your part as well. Not just sit at home in your hovels. Go out and do. Go out and give assistance to those who don't have it, who don't have the assistance. Like the homeless. If you go out and you see someone who's homeless, go to what you term as a fast food restaurant, drive-through, and buy them a meal and take it to them. They will be grateful, I can assure you. So those that are homeless in your area, in your community, go out and help them. That's all I need to say on that.
I just wanted to add one more thing regarding that, Zorra.
Go right ahead.
So, I know that at least in our community, they are low on food. People are low as far as the food. What is that called again, Zorra?
Food bank. Food banks,
right? So you could assist in that way. If you have anything that is canned goods, etc., go ahead and do that. Put in the effort. When you put in the effort to give, you remember that you always get back 100-fold.
Receive.
So do what you can.
Indeed.
Every single day, do your healing and send it out energetically. And just do the little things. If you have a neighbor down the road, and you see them, you say, hi, how are you guys doing, et cetera, et cetera. That is energy. That is love energy at work. And if you're alone, you could do that as well. You just do that energetically and do it more so. Every day, every moment when you can, and that people are suffering out there, you say, I send you my love. I send love to all of you that are suffering, that are ill, that are in the nursing homes, that are having problems with making do. just energetically send them that love, because you're not sending it to their bodies. You're sending it to their higher selves. You're sending it to the essence of who they are. So that's enough of that. Now, Zorra, one more thing. I just wanted to mention that if you could, I'm going to go ahead and bring in our special guest, because I know that Stuart probably has a few things that he would like to add in regards to just to how things are moving along for him and etc. So
Indeed.
if you will, let me go ahead and bring him in. I'll bring him in, and then you can go ahead and introduce him.
All right. Go right ahead.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Zorra. All right. Here we go, guys. All right. I'm going to have to call him in since he was not on the call at the start. So here we go. All right. And it's ringing. Here we go.
Hello.
Welcome. Hi, Stuart. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Great. We're great. You're live now on our Blog Talk show, and Zorra would like to give a little bit of introduction before you speak.
I know I'm alive. I'm looking in the mirror. Oh.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Zorra. Thank you, Stuart, for being here.
Indeed. Beloved gods and goddesses, the person you are about to hear is what you call the incarnate of Crazy Horse. You know who Crazy Horse is, yes? An Indian who was in what is called the Battle of the Little Bighorn and other issues, but also understand that he was a great man and is a great man. But I also tell you that this beloved entity, Stuart Grant, if you were to look at him and look at a picture of the Crazy Horse, they are identical. So he even looks like him. He's also an actor in Hollywood. He is also, what is termed, been on shows such as the Angela Lansbury, which she called Murder, She Wrote, I think it's called. And of course, he was in an episode of that, and he has been in the movies. Of course, I will let him give more information about that if he wishes. But he is a wondrous being. He is in contact with his ancestors, and they will most likely have a message for you. So I'm going to, without further ado, Crazy Horse, come forth.
Hi, everybody. Oh boy. Yes, I had done. That was my last job. Was Angela Lansbury's Murder, She Wrote. It's called South by Southwest. It was a 2-hour movie of the week, and it was her last. So I was her last sheriff. Sheriff John Sunrise is who I was, and Dennis Quaid and Danny Glover's switched back. So I was in Angela Lansbury's. I was a sheriff. Right before that was Switchback, and I was a murderer. And right before that, I was in Wagons East, and I was a gay Indian. So, and I pulled them all off. So there you go. And a lot of other things, voiceovers, How the West Was Won, How the West Was Lost, Into the West. I was a voice of Crazy Horse, Quanah Parker, a Cherokee, bandit, I guess you could call him. His name was Ned Christie. So, I mean, yeah, I was around, entertainment business for a while. And So this spiritual journey I've been on since I was born, I think, after Angela Lansbury's show, they came to me and said, "You're leaving." I said, "I'm climbing the ladder real fast, and you want me to leave my career?" "Yes." Well, I never asked why. I'm going to ask you guys why now. Come on, tell me why, because this doesn't make any sense. And so I had been writing Where Eagles Fly, The Life of Crazy Horse since 1994. I just had a feeling to start writing that after Wagons East, when that's where John Candy died, 9 days before we finished shooting in Durango, Mexico. I mean, Mexico, not New Mexico, Mexico. Anyway, so I started writing it in 1994. This is 1999. They're telling me to leave. And, make a lot of money. Come on, you can't tell me to leave. So I said, why? And they said, you can't write a spiritual script with the energy that you are in. Had no idea until just a few years ago what energy I was really in. I don't think anybody that I worked with was in this Hollywood pedophile ring, Democrat, probably Republicans, a lot of people, not just the people around the White House, but a lot of people, a lot of different people. And I'm sure you've read or maybe know about the pedophile ring. But let me start by reading you this. A galactic general has been coming to me. This is before I knew who he was. He came in and gave me this, and I've written some things down, and I always date everything when it's given to me. But some things, a lot of things, I don't write down. This is what he said. He came in and he said, I've come a long way. And then he said, I have come from the creator of life. This is taken, and then, now he's talking about the redemption, because I knew what he was talking about. This has taken longer than we thought, underestimating the evils of man. We will go on to rebuild all that has been forgotten. Welcome to the portal of the worlds beyond, the vast enlightened realm of the conscious and unconscious. All will see as days and nights unfold. Be patient. So that's my open. And I'm going to close with that after I tell you what I have learned from a lot of different sources. They always, when people don't have anything to say, they always say racist. See, we're a human race, no matter what color we are. It just depends on who you are in that race. Well, in the race, in that race, the race of humanity. But anyway, and so there are two races on this planet. The reptilian race. And maybe that's what the reptilian race is talking about themselves. I don't know. Maybe that's it. Reptilians are cold-blooded. So when they do things, when people do things and have no remorse, none. I mean, just, it's like, oh, I'm not supposed to be around you. You're reptilian. Guess what I am? I'm not. I'm a crystalline person. And so the lessons that we've learned are, well, yeah, I was going to say me, but we have learned, whether they're good lessons or bad lessons, they're all good lessons. It's like, oh, I'm not supposed to be around that person. Thank you very much. And so, anyway, the reptilians, what I've learned is the reptilians ruined, blew up, whatever, our planet in the Pleiades star system, and it's called the Seven Sisters. I mean, that's what we call it. The American Indians, the Native Americans, the indigenous people, and so our DNA from the Seven Sisters was put on Mother Earth, and because these people, this DNA of these people, which I am one of, it was too important, and now we know why that we've been chosen, because this is what we're about to receive. This is important to this world, and they knew back I don't know, hundreds of thousands of years ago that Mother Earth was going to be the planet, and so now this is even hard for me to talk about, is this pedophile ring that have been doing these things for we don't know how long, and I'll just make light of it before I start in with the Hollywood crowd, and I was talking to a friend of mine, and I said, this next Academy Awards where there are going to be 6 people in the audience, that's supposed to be funny because of all the people that they're picking up, and they're picking them up for us, so we can have this redemption, so we can go on with our lives and help others, and have all these projects that we have penciled down, inked down on piece of paper for a lot of years. Me, just a little over a year. So I can't even imagine some of you people out there that have been doing this for, I mean, listening to these calls for, I don't know, 10 years. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'd have that patience, but, well, I'd have to have that patience, wouldn't I? So, so back to what I was saying. Also the Pleiades and the Seven Sisters, no matter where you go in the world, the petroglyphs of the Aboriginal people in Australia, well, they got petroglyphs of the Seven Sisters. We in North America, us guys, us people, we have petroglyphs of the Seven Sisters. The Mayans, all of those indigenous people, scientists look at our DNA and they go, where'd these people come from? All of a sudden they were here. And that's the truth. The indigenous, what? The indigenous people are here all of a sudden? So anyway, back to what I was saying. So anyway, so these tunnels that these reptilians, these so-called people, you can't even call them people. Anyway, the reptilians have dug, for an example, from Utah to underneath the Denver airport. It's a tunnel. Well, the Marines have been going in to these tunnels, getting kids out. Well, wait a minute. Before they get the kids out, there is a reptilian or a pedophile army that they have to fight. And then after some of them have gotten killed, the under their the stench, I can't even imagine the stench, and the horror of what these men have seen in our own land. This is our own land, picking up our own children that are still alive, so to speak, and fighting so-called Americans that have got these children. And so these children are the pedophile ring. Well, the satanic rituals that Hillary Clinton went to once a month with Beyonce and a lot of people, a lot of different people. Well, Beyonce is the high priestess of the spirit cookers. Never heard that word, those two words together, until 2 weeks ago, a week ago, I don't know. So it's going to get gruesome, guys. It really is. So they have a little kid, a little child, and maybe a baby, I don't know. And then they scare it to death, violate it and this and that and everything, and then scare it to death. And then they extract the blood out of that child and take it to Bill Gates's lab. Oh, shoot, did I say that? Anyway, they take it to a lab, and that lab extracts adrenochrome out of that blood. Adrenochrome keeps all of these so-called Hollywood stars. I never did call them stars. It's a job. Come on, guys. It's like, and let me kind of make light of what that gruesome sight I just gave you. I knew that I could not have a job, needed rent money, and everything else, food and everything else, and I knew that I could go tomorrow, because I hadn't had a job for 6 months and had money in my bank. I could go tomorrow and say, would you like to have fries with that hamburger? Welcome to McDonald's. Well, that's because I wasn't making, like $30 million a film, like some of these people. But they lived so high on the hog that could have happened to them. Welcome to Arby's. Geez. So anyway, back to spirit cookers and adrenochrome. So they shoot up that adrenochrome to keep them not to age, to keep their youth. And there's a few pictures that were sent to me. One was Celine Dion. She looked like a gray alien. You know how skinny they are? Well, and that drawn face and all that kind of thing. That's what she looked like. And Johnny Depp was another one. It looks like they just were dug up out of the grave, and let's take a picture of you, Johnny. I know you're dead, but I guess coming off of that is very, very painful. And so that is adrenochrome. The tunnels that, well, I'll back up. For an example, China Lake. Oh, there was an earthquake. Nah, it wasn't an earthquake. They go in, the military, the Marines go in, and I know 2 Marines, but they won't say anything. They won't tell me nothing. And they won't even tell their dad. And so anyway, they go in and they fight and they get these kids out. There was over 1,000 children they got out from underneath China Lake. Well, it's by China Lake. It's not. It's just there's a lake called China Lake, and then there's another little town, and so anyway, it was a tunnel under there. 1,000 to 1,200 kids. Something like that. And it's always a 6.7 earthquake, and then there's an aftershock of 6.4. Well, those aren't earthquakes, guys. They're not. They're blowing that tunnel up. And so some of these Marines have been killed for us. Some of them, the mental state after seeing something like the cribs, little children, kids that have never seen the light of day, all the way up to 17 years old, never seen the light of day. I mean, that is, boy, the Clintons are sick. Well, a lot of people are. But anyway, underneath in New York, the Clinton Foundation building, there's a tunnel from the building to the New York port, New York City port. I guess bringing kids in, taking kids out, I don't know, selling kids, selling body parts. I mean, that's what they do. That is what Planned Parenthood is, selling body parts. Wonderful, isn't it? Anyway, so back to this underneath that foundation of that building, they found around 100,000 corpses. Anyway, so here's China Lake. Here's someplace in Utah, the border of Montana, Idaho, and the last one was Lodi, California. And that was, I think, last week. So the Marines, and I don't know why it's just the Marines. I think President Trump only trusts the Marines. So anyway, the Marines have gone through, this is the blackest op they've ever done and ever will do. And one of the guys I know, he is a black op. He can't tell anybody. I don't even think he can tell his wife where he's going. And about a month ago, his dad didn't know where he was, and he thought he was in Afghanistan, came back, and he's okay, but he was wounded somewhere in his body. And he's okay, he's up and around and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if it was in one of these tunnels. I don't know. Because he's a leader. He is like the guy that goes in first. And so anyway, those are some of the things I wanted to enlighten you on, seeing as how we are enlightened people. And Coy sent out something today about when we go in, the quantum financial system, computer, whatever, they will tell us. It will show up on the screen what we're going to get, because it can read our hearts, our minds, our spirit, our integrity, our humility, all of that together. And so what I read you, October 14th, 2019, of this galactic coming in and saying, welcome to the portal of the worlds beyond, the worlds, quantum financial system, and every world that we're in. Because we are our own vortex, our own, and we have become holograms, and that's what Coy had said. And so the vast enlightened realm of the conscious and unconscious, we will see as days and nights unfold. Well, that's what Coy put out today, that they can read who we are. They know who we are before we even go in. Pretty neat, huh? So, So
that was very
wow.
good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you
Is there
very
questions
much,
or? You're welcome.
Well, how about Zorra? What is your tell us what your thoughts are on this, as far as Stuart has given us.
Very accurate.
So we thank you. Okay, there you go. Goodbye.
No, don't go too far.
No, I'm not going anywhere.
Any questions for?
Hey, listen. On another positive note, Stuart, and I know that you always get messages. Are there any messages either from Crazy Horse or other beings that you are, always so close to?
This is what they keep on saying to me.
Okay.
Yeah. They're working as fast as they can. And so they just say, this will happen, be patient. You were chosen. And they always say, you were chosen. It's like you're the people I'm out there that's listening to me. We were chosen, and I know, and this is me now. I know that we're a human race, and we always want everything now. At the same time, patience is a virtue. You've heard that. I mean, a million times. You want to strangle somebody that says that, because they don't know what you've been through and what you're going through right now, and so they just keep on saying, "Be patient. It's going to happen, and you were chosen. Know that you were chosen. You were chosen." I mean, I don't know how many times I have heard that.
Thank you.
And I don't ever get tired of hearing it because when a person does get something from the ethers, the gift that the Creator gave me of the hearing and sight, because sometimes I see who I am, I was, whatever, and go back into the past and go into the future, and that's just a humbling gift that was given to me. And people go, "Oh, you're an actor." Well, are you acting now? Well, no. That's what has been given to me, and that's what I think that I should have said or should say. Again, that you were chosen. All of us were chosen to be here at one in one place at this historical. I mean, people. I don't know if people that are not patient. They don't know how historical this is. Thousands of years in the working, and we're here. We're here to see it, to feel it, to taste it. To every sense we have. We are really doing that. What were we going to say, Jane?
Well, before we open it up for Q&A, I would like to also say, when you say we are chosen, obviously we understand in terms of we, but you are chosen also to have received that gift, to know the truth of what was happening over there in Hollywood, and to be able to express that to people. And now you are also chosen to help to make the changes that are necessary for Hollywood. That's all I had to say.
Oh yeah, I don't even have the words of what I was in, and not knowing it, and then leaving it, and then finding out 20 years later, wow. what? I mean, I wasn't in it, but I was around it. Let's just say that. And let me finish with a spirit cooker, okay? So here's this high priestess of Beyonce that maybe is in Gitmo right now. I don't know, a noose around her neck. I don't really know, because this is crimes against humanity is what these people are getting picked up for. And so better have a barf bag. Anyway, close. Anyway, here is this person after they violated this baby, then they cook it and eat it. This is a human being they are eating. Now, is that the sickest thing you've ever heard in your whole entire life? Only a reptilian could do that. No remorse, cold-blooded, they eat their own, all that kind of crap. So anyway, okay, I'm ready for Q&A.
Okay. Well, I just want to ask, I have a question for Zorra. So, Zorra?
Yes.
There you are. All right. So, are we talking about that so many of the people, the celebrities and actors, et cetera, and we're looking primarily at the Hollywood individuals, are they predominantly the reptilians, and that's why they came here to do this, make money, and then be able to take advantage of people? And where are the good guys?
Pretty much. Pretty much, but there's also many in the Hollywood scene that are not privy to that. And of course, Stewart was one of those. I understand that he was taken out of it before he was corrupted. So he was, he had the guidance of his ancestors, and his ancestors says, "Leave now." and the reason they said leave now was because he was about to become involved unbeknownst to him.
Oh.
And so it was a good thing that the ancestors got him out of there.
I've always been protected, always. I'm sorry, did I interrupt, Zorra?
No, you're fine.
Okay, I've always been protected. I've always known that they just protect me they're around me all the time, and
of course they are.
and not necessarily I would be corrupted in that way. I would I don't know if I'd freak out. I don't know what I would have done, but yeah, okay. And at the same time, it's like, okay, we're protecting you. We know what's going on without them saying it, and we know what's going on, and we don't want you to see this or even know about it until you are ready to know about it. Because I know I wouldn't have seen it because I'm not a Satanist. I don't, I worship the Creator, knowing that I am not in control. It took me, I don't know, 4 or 5 days to figure that one out. Oh, Stuart, you're not in control. No, they never did say that. One day I just go, oh, no wonder I listened to you, because they told me, they said, because I kind of asked how this worked, and they said, well, the Creator tells us, and then we tell you. And so you know everything that we've told you is a truth. And I go, yep, everything has been the truth. And, you know, we'll never lie to you. And I go, how could you? The Creator's given you this information to give to me. So there you go.
Thank you. I just want to add something to this. Thank you very much for your presentation and your heartfelt, you know, and all that information. And it's so hard sometimes I can't even think about it. It's so very painful. It brings a lot of tears. And, but I think this is a huge, huge wake-up call. Not only are we fifth dimensional beings, and really to know that, and to know that's why we are chosen and why we are here, that should become even much more apparent as life unfolds before us. Because remember that life is a gift, and why we are here is a gift, and why things happen is a gift. It's a gift of providing us to helping us to become more enlightened about what is out there and how do we elevate ourselves into a higher understanding and knowing, and then for us to be able to find the solutions to all the things that come our way. And that also is very uplifting in terms of who you are. It gives you the power because you are the creators, just as, because that's who we are. We are source. We are the God sparks. We can do what we came here to do. And that is to be able to assist humanity to become the beings of higher dimensional beings that they are, which is what we are all presently doing as we are speaking on this, and to remind us all of who we are. So, and to also know that, yes, we can get beyond this because we know that is just, this is something that we have had to learn and then to be able to move beyond it. So, if everybody is ready, Zorra, Stuart, if you're ready for some questions and answers, I promised our folks that we would have the second half of our show to be all about Q&A. It's all about each one of us as the collective. So let's go ahead and get started. Thank you, Stuart, for being here for this day. And
yeah, you're welcome.
Here we go. So
thank you.
Thank you, Stuart. All right, so the first person we have is 905, I'm sorry. That was a little bit of my dyslexic reading here. 905, ending in 442. 905, ending in 442.
Hello?
You're on the air with Stuart and Zorra. Yes, hello.
Hi.
Sorry, I can't stop crying. It really hurts me to hear that. Like I have a 7-month-old baby.
So how beautiful. Tell us who you are. Dear, tell us who you are, where you're calling from, and who your question is for. Is it for Stuart or Zorra?
My question for Zorra. My name is Jessica from Ontario. And I was just wondering if we could do a healing for the children.
Children worldwide?
Yes, and for the children that are being, killed and for adrenochrome, I just can't stop crying.
I know. Yeah. Okay. All right, Zorra. Let's everybody do this together.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, receive.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Receive. This is for all the children of the world. All. Those that are suffering due to child trafficking, human trafficking, child abuse, exploitation, etc. And for all of the beings of light as well that are being born, that are within homes, for all of the children of the world. Go ahead, Zorra.
Indeed.
You are all
completely
the
love vibration is going outward right now, out to the world. Also understand, all of this that was just spoken of was unbeknownst to you. You had no clue as to what your so-called Hollywood stars were capable of.
Mm-hmm.
Understand that this all was stemmed from what is termed as the intervening and the disturbance of the Anunnaki. Now understand, they brought in all of this. They brought in this understanding. And they used the term, they used the, what you call the guise of Satanism to bring it forth. Understand, it is a horrid aspect of the human race. But it was time for you to know. It was time for you to know that what is about to occur and what is about to change. Understand, Trump became privy to this information and immediately dispatched globally what you call the Black Ops, and dispatched them to do away with these nefarious individuals. And of course, not just China Lake, and not just outside of California, but also globally, in France, in Italy. And so all major cities, Beijing, China, all of these areas, all were having this information or having this process being done. And it is all being shut down as we speak. Not just the Marines of the United States, but also the Marines of China are also going in there underneath their cities and discovering these tunnels and also doing away with them. You have heard of earthquakes in China. They were not just earthquakes. They were the shutting down of these cults and things of this nature. So all of these, what you call earthquakes, unless they are ones that do destruction on the surface, all of these underground quakes are all having to do with the elimination of these cults and these, what you call baby eatings and things of this nature. All of that is being taken place now. But you needed to know what your, what you call your entertainers, a lot of them, not all of them, a lot of them, were partaking of. You were wondering
there are
how
a lot
they were
of
looking
politicians.
So young.
Zora, there are a lot of politicians as well.
Oh, yes. Oh, of course. I'm not just speaking of the entertainment industry. I'm speaking of governmental as well.
Even beyond
Indeed.
Governmental.
Yes, Bill Gates and the Clinton Foundation and what you call the Hillary area, and what you call the Bill Gates Foundation. It has
George Soros and his money. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. So all of these wealthy individuals that are not on this call or listening to this call were involved in this situation, and that is all being eradicated and done away with. And then that was also the need for the arrests that are being done. So now you know there's more to it than meets the eye. There's more to it that is being done, is being cleared out, and exploitation of children is all coming to an end. all this human trafficking is going to be coming to an end. It is in the process of coming to an end right now. What is termed as the what you call the port authorities are now doing what is termed as searching vessels, yachts of the elite, and things of this nature, because they are involved too. But understand, all of this is all coming to a head. And as it does, all the what you call disclosures beginning to occur. Right now, it's human disclosure, and what is called the secrets that are being held away from you. But very soon, we're going to have the galactic disclosure, and that will bring a close to your governmental control completely. Your military government control is about to end.
Well, since you're talking about the governmental control, could you talk a little bit more about that in regards to the Republic? I mean, and Trump stepping down, and he's going to be heading the Republic, or tell us how that's going to work.
Understand that the new Republic does not have any part in this what is going on beneath the grounds. They have no part in it.
The only
part they have in it is to eliminate it.
Right. Excuse me, Zorra?
Yes.
Yeah, well, no, what I was referring to is in regards to Trump and his stepping down so that the Republic can begin. And is he going to be the person that's going to head the Republic?
He will not. No, the one who's going to be the head of the new Republic is going to be a female, and that female happens to be Native American descent.
Okay, Zorra, thank you. Okay. All right, everybody.
Enough said on that.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start off. I won't ask any more questions. Let's go ahead and get some questions answered for people. And one question per person. Tell us who you are, where you're calling from, and if this question is for Stuart or Zorra. Okay? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and let's go with 208 ending in 8394. Hello, 208, ending in 8394. You're on the air. Hello?
They're not there.
Well, that's they're not here. Okay, so all right. Next question is coming from. Let's see. How about 678 ending in 9066? 9066. You're on the air with Zorra or Stuart.
Hi, this is Vivian. Can you hear me, James?
We can.
Oh my God, Stuart, you just blew me away.
There's more.
I know. I was planning on holding that for the last resort to hear about exactly what's going on. I've seen headlines and whatnot, but I went past them. I have a tiny question for you. My question, and it's just a confirmation from you, actually. I have a nephew named Ruben, actually, who told me about the brulee, and Beyonce had her part in it probably about 10 years ago. And that's where she got her start with the brulee?
Who got her start?
Beyonce.
She's not a Lakota. She's black. What do you mean? I don't understand the question.
Well, there's an African American group called the Brulee, and they follow all of the occult happenings, and they sacrifice and everything.
Thank you for enlightening me on that. Thank you for enlightening me on that. I do not know about that. I do not. I wasn't born on the reservation. Never. I mean, on the fourth day, I have to leave the reservation. The shame sickens me. I get sick for 3 weeks. But I don't know where she. I don't know. Hillary Clinton. She's pretty much the big kahuna. Obama, his wife, Michael Robinson, whatever. So that's and the Bilderberg group, the 300 in the Bilderberg group, they are picking up people all over the world, and they've got a choice. They go, you want to die of coronavirus, or do you want us to hang you? So anyway, that's that. The two ships.
Vivian,
sorry.
Okay. All right, go ahead and finish. Okay, I'm going to go. I have to let you go, Viv.
Okay.
Zorra, can you answer a little bit of that? Can you give us a little bit of insight into that question from Vivian also?
I was listening to something different. Go ahead.
Zorra.
Indeed. No, I said I was listening to in what you call a communications from Prime Creator. Go ahead.
Okay.
What was the question you wish me to elaborate on?
Well, this is what Vivian was asking. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of open up one more time. All right, Viv, I'm going to go ahead and open up your line one more time, and then go ahead and ask Zorra again your particular question. Hold on a second. Let me find you. First, I got to find you. Here we go. All right. Nope, that's not you. Yeah, let me see. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and open your line one more time. Viv, go ahead and could you ask your question to Zorra also?
Yeah, Zorra, can you hear me?
Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed. Hi. My nephew had mentioned to me about 10 years ago about Beyonce specifically belonging to it's a specific African American group that branched out of the Illuminati in Hollywood, I believe. Well, Hollywood, because they couldn't keep their jobs, and they would sacrifice and everything. Everything that Sue was talking about. And my question is that where Beyonce picked up her beginnings with the brulee?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Zorra.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jane.
Here we go. You're welcome, Viv. Okay, our next caller is going to be, let's see. That person is not there. All right, 530 ending in 8000. I know who this is. Okay.
Okay.
You're on the air.
Me. I am.
I know.
Teresa
One question, Teresa.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
From Sacramento, and I just wanted to say thank you to Stuart. That was, just something else to hear. But we have heard bits and pieces. And my question is for Zorra.
Yes.
I'd like to go back to Canada because I'm from Canada originally. And is the inoculation, I don't know that it's mandatory for the virus. Will that stop me from going to Canada? Because I'm not interested in having that done.
Then I would say go home now.
Well, I don't think that I can't necessarily do that. I've had this, the stroke, as you recall, and I'm still dealing with the side effects. And we're in shutdown.
Understand, beloved. when you're saying you're having issues with the side effects, what are you doing? By the law of attraction, by making that statement, you are drawing it unto yourself. You want to do the opposite. You want to say, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I receive from the goddess of my being. I am completely healed of the effects of this stroke, and I know it. And be done with it. You do not ponder on it. You do not think of it. You just forget it, because it is no longer a part of you.
Well, we are shut down. My brother is in Canada, and he is also. And I don't know what the status is of the airlines at this time. Well, we have a mandatory lockdown, and
I don't think you can leave the United States at this time.
Yeah, there's complications. With
no, you
travel
can't leave.
Now.
No, you wouldn't be able to cross the border at this point.
Where are you now?
I'm in Sacramento, and staying with a friend.
If you are a citizen of Canada, you may return to Canada. If you are not a citizen of Canada, then you would have difficulty going to Canada. But if being you are a citizen, they cannot stop you from going home.
Yeah.
Okay, Teresa, we have to go on, dear.
Okay.
So I think you know what your options are.
Yeah.
You know your options.
You go to the border and you announce to them you are going back home. And they will ask you for proof that you are a Canadian, and you show them the proof you are Canadian, and you are allowed to go home.
Okay. And I would have to do that right away?
I would say so, yes.
Okay. Very good. Thank you, Zorra.
Okay.
Thank you, Teresa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Be positive. Be positive that you can get this done.
Be positive and go home.
All right. So now we have 941 ending in 2219. You're on the air.
Oh.
Hello. That's you.
That was accidental, but okay, I'll speak.
Tell us who you are, where you're calling from.
I was just listening, and all of a sudden I heard my number. I don't know how that happened.
Well, you press you press 1, so that puts you. It lights up so that you have a question.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and say a couple things I'm thinking. Number one, I can't thank you enough for the truth you brought forward. It takes so much courage to speak that kind of thing. So I just appreciate it so much. Number two, if saving those kids is what it has delayed the RV. In other words, we're quarantined. It might have been easier to do it now. If that's what it takes to save those kids, I gladly wait. So,
yes.
As much as
it is part of it. Yes, it is part of it.
So
yes, and
I don't mind. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Can I jump in here?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Go for it.
Okay.
I've got you on mute here. No, not you, Stuart. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, the Hollywood group has always been tied in with politics. Always. I don't know why that works, but but all you have to do is take a look at Pencil Neck Schiff. I mean, he looks like a reptilian. Nervous Nancy, that little fat toad-looking guy, Nadler. I mean, they look reptilian. I think what I do is I go out of myself and then look at what they look like, and then I go, oh, Okay, I get it. So they're in with all of this other stuff, the selling the drugs and the kids and the this and the that and selling body parts. I mean, it's terrible. And these two ships were taking these people, these reptilians, to Gitmo. They weren't for the coronavirus because nobody got on the boat that had coronavirus. They went to Gitmo. They just refurbished Gitmo at $500 million. So people are getting picked up all over the world. Believe me. And so, yes, yeah, it's easy to be patient now, isn't it?
You bet.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for that, Stuart. Okay. Next
Thank
person
you.
is 775, ending in 9099. Hello? 775, ending in 9099.
They're not there either?
Hello? Okay, we'll go ahead and close that. All right, next person is, hold on a minute, I've just got to get myself here. Hello? I think, all right, hold on one second, everybody. 502 ending in 7576.
Hi, Jane. Hi, Zorra. Hi, Stuart.
Hi.
Hello.
Tell people who you are.
This is Pam in Kentucky. And I just want to say thank you to Stuart for telling us all about this. I've been reading about it forever and ever, and I am just appalled by it all. But my question is, when will the public be informed of this, and are we going to be rid of these people forever?
And who's the question for?
Either one can answer.
Okay, both of you can answer.
Go ahead, Stu.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
All right. Well, yes, that's why they're getting picked up all over the world. And they got a choice. It's going to be like a Nuremberg trial, only they've got a choice. Okay, you're going to die this way, or you want everybody in the world to know what crimes you've committed, and then get on the gallows, and we'll give you a noose, and we'll hang you, and that's crimes against humanity. That's what they do. They hang them, and that's what happened in the Nuremberg trial. And so anyway, that's what is happening all over the world. There's 200. I don't know here in the United States, but I know that there has been over 200,000 indictments, and they're picking up people right and left. Oprah Winfrey, there was red tape around her house. She's part of this whole thing. Ellen DeGeneres.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Hey, Stuart, excuse me. You're kind of stepping really on sensitive area there, so I need to get a clarification from Zorra in regards to Ellen DeGeneres as well as Oprah. Zorra?
I'm here.
What about Oprah and Ellen DeGeneres?
Understand that Oprah, she experienced that type, abuse when she was a child. So she is not privy to this and to this life as to partaking of child sacrifice.
So because she is one.
She was what?
She is one of them then.
No. Like I said, she was not
into it because she experienced it herself.
Yeah.
So what about at present now? Does she need to be alleviated?
Not presently, no.
Let me say,
Go
there's
ahead.
a lot of people that know about this that haven't come forward. That's all. And I think Oprah is one of them, and maybe Ellen is one of them too. But they can't get the adrenochrome anymore, so they can't, and so that's why they're shrivel up and dying. They're shriveling up and dying, and so there you go. There's some people that know about it that haven't come forward. That's all.
Yeah, but I thought you were saying that she was also part of this ring.
Well, the thing is, whether you do it or not do it, and you know about it, then and you haven't come forward. So that's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. I should have clarified myself. Sorry about that.
Okay. They haven't come forward because of fear of not just ridicule, but they would be in what's called receiving death threats from the ones that are involved.
I understand. So Ellen DeGeneres also, this was done to her when she was a child?
Well, yeah, her dad. Yeah, that's why she dresses up like her dad. You know, yeah, her dad. But I don't think that had anything with the pedophilia as far as just her dad. That's what I think. Don't know for sure. I don't know her, but yeah, these are the people that know about it. And like Zorra said, Zorra said that they would be ridiculed. They'd be thrown out of Hollywood. They'd be thrown out of everything. They probably are getting death threats, and that's why they haven't come forward. But Johnny Depp looks like he's warmed over dead, and that's what it does. It makes you older than you already are because you don't have the adrenochrome anymore. That's all.
Thank you. Thanks for the clarification, Stuart. Okay.
And what about the public disclosure? What about the public disclosure
of this?
You talking about the public disclosure or galactic disclosure?
Whichever one.
In regards to the pedophilia and all of that, or are you talking about something else, Pam?
Yes, in regards to all the people involved in this, and because we were reading that during this COVID thing of being quarantined, that Trump was going to disclose what was actually going on about the children being rescued and the pedophilia and all that.
Right.
Yes,
that is yet to come.
That will be revealed.
Right.
By Trump.
Can I just say one more thing? Yeah, I just want to say one more thing before we go on. Thank you very much for coming out with this question. Thank you very much, Pam. I just want to mention to people, if you've not seen the movie called Out of the Shadows, everyone needs to watch it. The movie is called Out of the Shadows. So it's a very, very important call. That's the reason why we're having this call today.
A movie.
Okay, so this is to open up your eyes. All right, so let's go on to the next question. Let's see. Let me see, where am I at now? We'll go over here to, wait, hold on a minute. We did this. All right. Let's go over here to, I don't know if I did this already. 208 ending in 2865. Let me see. Okay, let's try 928 ending in 28.
Oh,
hello?
That's me. That's me. This is the phone number ending in 2865.
Yes.
Hi, this
Welcome.
is Helen from Sedona. Hi, thank you so much.
Okay, Helen. Hi,
I appreciate your guest.
Okay.
Hi. I wondered if I could get a little more clarification on the Anunnaki. I got a little confused because I've been kind of working on this pedophilia stuff and the banking industry and how it all ties in. The Anunnaki, are they pretty much like reptilian, or are they a different species than the reptilian hydra and reptilian groups that you are saying are helping to promote this fallen one's agenda of false worship and ritual abuse, in particular, with the pedo rings? Do we know any more about that? And if the Anunnaki are reptilian, are all reptilians pretty much like that in the universe? I mean, kind of corrupt like that. I don't know.
Okay. Well, Stuart and Zorra, I think we'd like to hear from both of you. Go ahead, Stuart.
Let's go all the way back to when they blew up, some of the planets, and they'd rape the planets of gold and whatever else, and then blew them up, and then we knew what was going on, the indigenous people, and so that's why our DNA is here. So this has been going on. This war between us and them have been going on for thousands, if not tens of thousands of years, and not hundreds of thousands of years, and the Anunnaki enslaved people, as I understand it, and so that's what we have been in, is slavery. So, Zorra, take it from there.
Indeed. Well, the Anunnaki are quite avid reptilians. You would term them dinosaur, but highly advanced. So yes, they were reptilian.
They were all reptilian, Zorra?
Well, not all of them, no, but most of them are, and they messed with your DNA to bring in what you call duality. So yes, they are, and they also need to. You need to realize that the tampering of your DNA had to do with what you call the mining of the natural resources and things of that nature, and that has also been a greater part of what has been going on in your world, and but all of that is going to be revealed upon the what you call galactic disclosure. So it will all be brought to a head, and so you will know.
Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate your input on that, and of course, there's a lot of forgiveness there. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, Helen. All right. Next person is 407 ending in 1530.
Hi, this is Gloria down in Florida.
Hey, Gloria.
Hey, I just wanted to let y'all know I've heard about the things with the Clintons probably more than 20 years now. But my question is, the royal family I heard was reptilian, and that Harry is not involved in it because he has a different father, and that's one of the reasons he left was for the protection of his wife and child. And, Prince Andrew evidently is involved. Is that right?
Yes.
Laura?
Yes.
And the royal family is involved as well, the whole family.
Oh, yes, of course. They are the royals.
Except for Harry, right?
Except for who?
Harry.
Harry, the
Harry
one that
had a
left
different father.
the UK.
He married Meghan.
Oh.
Because I heard he had a different father, so he wasn't in the direct bloodline.
Oh, yes. Yeah, it was Diana's bodyguard. Yes, looks just like him.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen a picture.
Yeah.
And I think he's oblivious to it. That's my feeling. I don't know, but yeah. I mean, when Meghan Markle, okay, when she wore, and I saw a picture of this, Halloween, she wore a mask, and it was Hillary Clinton's face. So, yeah, I'd say she was involved, yeah.
Oh, you think Meghan was involved? Oh. Because I know Harry said he left the UK to protect his wife and child. So I just was wondering one of the reasons.
Participating.
Yeah. Okay, so Meghan's involved in this.
I don't know for sure, but when I look at it, I can't even look at her. I just I cringe. It's just like, oh, jeez, he's oblivious. But go ahead.
Yeah. Zorra, what do you say?
What do I say about what? Oh, about the
about
involvement?
Meghan. About Meghan, right?
Oh.
The wife of Harry.
Prince Harry.
Oh. Most likely, she is probably involved.
Wow.
Okay, there we go. Thanks, Gloria.
Okay, thank you. Okay, love y'all. Bye.
Okay, all righty. Bye-bye. All right. Now we have 916 ending in 1936. 916 ending in 1936. Hello.
Hello. Hi there.
You're on the air. Yes, we can. Let everybody know who you are.
Yes, this is Karen. I'm calling from California. Thank you so much for taking my call, Jane and Zorra. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
My question is for Zorra.
Okay.
Zorra, I wanted to know, this is something pertaining to health, and I've been experiencing tingling, almost like numbness, tingling in my feet, lower extremities, and my arms when I sleep at night. My doctor can't seem to figure out what it is. Are you able to tell me what's going on?
Yeah, can you do a quick scan on her, Zorra?
What I want you to do is I want you to rub your hands together, and I want you to place them, crisscross your wrists, and put them on the base of your neck.
Okay, let me put my phone down just 1 second, okay? Let me put my headset in.
Indeed, go ahead.
Can you all hear me?
Of course.
We can.
Okay. So, put my hands together and crisscross my wrist.
Crisscross your wrists and put your hands on either side of your neck.
Oh.
Right.
Yep.
All ready? I'm going to count from 5 to 1. When I get to 1, I'm going to say receive.
You're going to count from 5 to 1. You're going to say, I receive. Then you're going to say, from the goddess of my being, the parasite that was is no more, is eradicated, and I know it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, receive.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I receive. From
the goddess of my being,
the parasite that was is no more, and I know it.
Is gone.
It's gone.
Leave your hands there.
And now your hands are no longer tingling. Your feet are no longer tingling.
Thank you. Where was it located?
It was on your brainstem.
And it was one?
And you contracted it. You contracted it by eating something that had a parasite within it.
Okay. A week ago I started the liquid gold as well.
Well, that is not in the liquid gold. I can assure you that.
No, I mean, in terms, I'm talking in terms of like helping with it continuously if I keep taking it.
Of course it will. It is a preventative measure. It will also fortify your immune system against any viruses as well.
And parasites as well for future?
For that as well. Once your immune system is fully fortified, parasites cannot take hold of your being.
Oh, great. Thank you so much.
Okay, Kara, thank you.
Thank you both. Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Next person is 313, ending in 4595.
Yes, this is Jimmy from Detroit.
Oh, hey. How are you, Jim? Okay,
Good.
you're on the air.
Yes, excuse me, since last night, I've been having problems with my internet connection. I don't know if it's part of this Days of Darkness that's been talked about, but I'm unable to access my email or any website at all, except Skype, the only one I'm able to get into. I was wondering if this is part of this darkness we were told about or that's been written about lately. Zorra, could you possibly...
Understand you have what is called when your internet connection is overcrowded, a lot of times it's going to cause sluggish service for you. So the best time for you to be on what is called the internet would be during the daytime. And nighttime would be where it would be much sluggish, what you call.
Well, that's when it started.
Because more people are on the internet at night. What?
Yeah, well,
it is not part of the 3 days.
Night.
Yeah, but
no, it's not
Zorra,
part of the 3 days of darkness.
Yeah. Zorra, he wants to know also if this is part of the 3 days of darkness. That's over. But go ahead and let people know
over.
that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it started last night.
3 days of darkness is what you call communications.
Yeah.
Well, again?
It started last night, Zorra, and this morning, when I woke up this morning, it's still doing it. And every time I click on my email or Facebook or whatever, it says this page is having a problem. And
you may have to just continue to reboot it. Jim.
Yeah, I checked with my daughter who has the same provider, and she's not having that problem. So I thought it might be my provider, but that's not the case. So
no.
I don't want to be targeted.
No.
Turn your computer off. Turn your computer off for about 60 seconds, and then turn it back on.
Okay, I did that.
You have to reboot it.
And also turn off your router and leave that off for 10 seconds completely,
so it's completely has no current going through it, and then turn it back on.
Yeah, I unplugged it this morning and did that. So I thought that might be it, but it didn't work. But I'll do it again.
Okay.
Indeed.
Okay.
But because so many people are shut in, is because the internet is not functioning properly because everyone is on the internet.
Absolutely.
Well, I understand, but I haven't had this problem until just starting last night. So I thought it was some kind of development. We were being kept off of our email and everything for some reason. I didn't know. I thought maybe you could tell me, but I guess that's what you're saying makes sense.
Okay, thank you, Jen.
It is what you call it is called a sporadic outage. It comes and goes.
Yeah, I've been experiencing that myself, and it seems like it happens for me, anyways, in the evening. So, yep, it's all about the interruptions and everybody being on the internet. Okay, we have we've got 2 more callers, and we're going to call it a day. So the next caller is 623 ending in 6317. You're on the air.
Hi, this is Denise from Phoenix.
Hi, Denise.
Can you hear me okay? Hi.
You can.
Of course.
This question is for Zorra. Stuart mentioned something about Michelle Obama being a male or had been a male at one time. Can you confirm that?
It is that is a actuality.
Oh.
She is a man.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Well,
thank
you.
Thank you. Uh-huh.
Indeed.
All right. Oh, my goodness. People are just coming on the line now. All right. Next person is 405 ending in 0316. 405 ending in 0136. Hello?
Hello?
Okay, well, I guess that's what she that's okay. All right, we'll go ahead and put her back on mute.
Find the phone. On your cell phone. Call right now. They're calling me.
Sorry about that, folks. Everybody, if you press 1, know that you're going to be called upon. All right, so let's go on from there. We have, all right, so let's go back to this person because we couldn't get a hold of her before. 775 ending in 9099. Hello.
Hello. Am I coming through this time?
Yes, you're on the air.
This is Chris in Sparks, Nevada. I want to definitely thank Stuart for bringing all this information to us globally to wake up the humanity. It's
You're welcome.
Really awesome. And the second thing is, I also want to thank you for letting us know how the quantum financial system works so that we make sure that the people that are going to do humanitarian projects get the amount that they need to do those projects with. I think that is fantastic. And I have one question for Stuart. Is there anything that the ancestors would like to tell me? Anything? Do they have anything to pass on to me?
To you?
Yes.
You mean to you or to?
She has Native American heritage.
Yeah, but I mean, we're talking about you or we, all of us or you.
I'm talking about myself. I know I should be talking for everybody, but I'd like to know if there's anything they'd like to tell me that I should know.
Something came to mind that at Oren Lyons, he was a Algonquian chief, and I had lunch with him a long time ago, and we were talking about just us in general, indigenous people in general, and he looked at me and he said, I was on the lap of my grandfather. And he says, what we're talking about now, I just remembered, I was about 3. And I said, well, what? And he says, a drop of Indian blood goes a long way.
I got it.
It supersedes everything. Everything that a person has in them. They are, their heart, their soul, their spirit is American Indian or indigenous.
Thank you.
Does that help you?
I appreciate it. Oh, absolutely. Answered my question immediately.
Okay, thank you. All right. Okay. Let me see. We've got, hold on a second, 623 ending in 6317.
Oh, I've already been on. Thank you.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. Okay. All right. Here's our last caller. Our last caller is 405 ending in 0316.
Oh, thank you so much for taking my call.
You're
and
what a call.
Yes, I am. I'm so glad to get in. I am so thankful. I have a question for Zorra, and this is a wonderful
and what is your
thing
name?
I want to say. My name is Margie from Oklahoma.
Okay, Margie.
Oklahoma.
Yes, Oklahoma. Anyway, I have woke up with severe, I can't take deep breaths without pain. I've never had anything like it. Maybe it's an ascension symptom, I don't know. But when I breathe or try to take deep breaths, I try to do that when I'm meditating, I can barely do it without these sharp pains all throughout my back and my rib cage. It's like pockets of gas is the only way I can describe it. But I wanted to know maybe, I know Zorra can discern exactly what that is. And what I can do, I've tried drinking some baking soda, and I think I released a little bit of gas, but it's still very painful for me to deep breathe.
Beloved goddess.
Yes.
Beloved goddess.
Yes.
Rub your hands together, and I want you to place them both over your heart.
Yes.
I'm going to count from 5 to 1, and you're going to count from 5 to 1. I'm going to say receive. You're going to say receive. I receive. Then you're going to say that the murmur in my heart is no more, and I know it.
Okay.
And also, you're also going to say that what you call the blockage within my lungs is gone, and I know it. Are you ready?
Yes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, receive.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From the goddess of my being,
I receive
the Minerva in my heart.
From the goddess of my being.
From the goddess of my being.
The murmur in my heart is no more.
The murmur in my heart
is no more.
Is no more.
And I know it.
And I know it.
And my lungs.
And my lung
what you call the blockage in my lungs is also gone, and I know it.
The blockage in my lungs is gone, and I know it.
Indeed. Now just sit there quietly for a few moments, and you're going to begin to feel a sudden rush of what you call air going through your lungs, and also you're going to feel a more stronger heartbeat than you have before. Do you feel your heartbeat being much stronger?
No, I can't say that I do. I'm having to stand up.
Do you have a stethoscope?
I don't. Not available. No.
When you get a stethoscope, put that on your heart, and you will notice a much stronger heartbeat. And also, I want you to take 3 deep breaths.
Oh, it's painful to do it.
Okay. How long have you had this?
I just happened last night before going to bed yesterday.
All right.
Hey, Zorra?
Indeed. But so,
could you please check her for some virus?
Well, I just got over an infection, kidney.
All right.
That I'm claiming I've got healing for that from the goddess of my being.
Indeed, you do.
I don't know if it's related to that kidney infection or not, but I didn't even bring it up. I just something new. Still a little painful.
It was
when
related, but no more.
No more. Yes, no more.
No more.
No more.
Are you taking the liquid gold?
No, I'm not. Not at this time. Had some a long time ago, but no.
Right. If you are able to get a hold of some, I want you to begin taking 4 squirts under your tongue in the morning and 4 under your tongue in the evening.
Okay.
And that will rectify the issue.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
And we don't.
We'll let
Do we
you
know
go.
a direct cause for this, though, to avoid?
I'm sorry?
A what?
Is there a direct cause so I can in the future to avoid whatever brought this on? It's not an ascension symptom, is it?
No.
No.
The painful breathing.
Can I interject something?
Sure, go ahead, Stuart. We've got like two. Yeah. Okay, go ahead, real quick.
Okay. We as a collective people, we are raising our vibrational level to where the galactics want it, because it is raising the Earth and all of the
60 seconds.
Okay. Anyway, and as we're raising, because I've felt just different things. As we're raising, there are parts of our body that are going to be doing some weird things, because we're not. I don't think we're going to be human anymore. That's what I think. Anyway, that's it. I think we're going to be we're crystalline people. What?
Indeed. Okay, Zorra, you want to end up the call? Let's do a nice big boost. We got 25 seconds. 20 seconds to go. And Stuart, 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Receive.
Receive.
4, 2, 1. I receive from the goddess of my being.
We are completely healed. We're perfect. We're abundant. And we know it. And have yourselves a wondrous, glorious, and loving day, everyone.
Thank you.